Hey everybody, and welcome back to Let's Play Astlibra. We are on our mission to kill the gods, as you do, and we're in Elysium. I quickly took a look at the bottom of the well, / demon realm underneath Castle Rispodar, and those enemies are tough. So are the enemies here, as it turns out, but we're still doing this one first, I think. But before we do that, look at this. We have a little bit of force to spend, including over 8,000 white. And if you're curious how I got this, the answer is cake. Actually, the answer is cookies and some ice cream. So I just looked at what gives me a lot of white force, holy force, that is, in terms of food items, and the best ones that I was able to make, I made as many as I could. Which was matcha ice cream and chocolate cookies. Chocolate chip cookies. Because, yeah, white is clearly what we got by far the least of, because that's all that's left, almost, exclusively. So, and of course I wanted to do all the spending on camera, because that's satisfying. At least, I think so. I would not want to take that away from anyone. Nice. That leaves only all of the magic over here, which, well, we'll see how far we get, because obviously I was only focusing on white. On the side, as you can see, I got a bunch of green and red as well from the food. The blue is from those soldiers that I killed. Oh, by the way, I never really looked at it after I finished this off, but, oh, never mind, I totally did. So, actually, this one, to my surprise, gave me another identical red gem, so it's not all gonna be unique ones. We now have 2 of these. In fact, you do have to need the recipe. What? You need to have the recipe. So I was wondering if we just combine multiple of the same. I mean, it looks like we need more than 2, perhaps. Anyway, but maybe that's not what we do with these at all. Who knows? Maybe we'll end up with 2 of each type or so. I mean, how many more are there left? I mean, at least 2. Which wouldn't really add up, does it? Would it? I'm really only aware of 2 more. This one and the one in Rispodar. I looked through the chapters, the warp points, and those are the only ones that come to mind immediately. Although I might be forgetting something. Anyway, yeah, so that's what we got out of that. And I suppose as for the item itself, yeah, I mean, it has over 800 attack power, and the weight is down to 486, which is not a lot higher than, say, this. But, I mean, look at this. This used to be so ridiculously slow, right? And look at this now. And that is actually without Herculean power, yeah. Look, with that, it's actually really fast now. Which is, crazy, considering when we first got this, it was absolutely glacially slow, right? It seemed ridiculous at the time. Which makes it even more interesting that this, being barely any heavier now, is still just as slow as it used to be. Wait, this is a lot faster now. I swear when I was testing earlier, maybe the Herculean power effect didn't really kick in immediately or something? I swear this felt much slower. Okay, at this point it's actually usable, and the attack power is good. But, say it with me, it's a 2-hander, so we don't want to use it. But, I mean, look at this speed, actually, by comparison. Wait, this is also so much faster. Huh? Did I actually get some more speed? I did. I did a couple more points of speed. Did I cross some sort of threshold, actually, and that made a difference? So I could see that being a thing. Okay, I mean, let's turn this off. Yeah, that does not affect this weapon at all. I mean, it should absolutely affect Arendite. Yeah, okay, that is slower, but it's still a lot better than it used to be. A lot faster than it was while I was actually leveling it up. Which did take a little while. But it also absolutely shredded through those soldiers, so they stood no chance. Interesting, yeah. If it was a two-handed, I would absolutely love to use this, but unfortunately it is, so I don't. How much slower is this? Oh, it is actually quite a bit slower than Riddle is. Also, let's not forget to re-equip our shield. Yeah, I mean that's just ridiculously fast, actually. Okay. Anyway, let's keep going. Hopefully we can just clear this out and, you know, finally wrap up this section. We might actually be good. And there is treasure there. Ooh. It's a magic crystal. Okay. We take those. Yes. Okay, we're out of yellow and basically out of purple. We spent a lot, but we still have a good amount left as well. So, let's see. That's fine. I basically just want to see the other end of this now. Okay. It's a whole row of keys, which makes sense. Ooh, actually, wait. Oh, damn. I didn't even realize that these weren't interconnected at all. So, at the end of each of these sections, there's basically 2 keys to grab. Okay. I mean, that's fair. This is not efficient. But we'll do this. We'll grab the keys and... Let's see. Do we just start from the top? Yeah, I want treasure. I'm curious what kind of thing to expect here. Okay, more magic crystal, that's fine. So this was magic? No, this was... Oh, wait, never mind. We started on attack power, but what we... Yeah, the line that we have completed was actually magic. Well then, let's go for more attack power, shall we? Yellow. Okay. That's fine. Is it? Sure. At 3 times the cost? Yes, those are cheap. That's fine. We actually don't mind that. And we'll just grab the next one. And it's a Nuggle ring, which is not a ring whatsoever. It's a sword or dagger of some sort. It looks like straight out of World of Warcraft. Kultiras is something. Kultiras? Wait, that's not... No, Kultiras is something else entirely. What? Naxxramas. Wow. What? How could I mix those up? Something straight out of Wrath of the Lich King, I should have said. Which is, of course, not where Naxxramas was originally from, but never mind that. Oh, I should have checked this one out when I had 3 keys. And I doubt at this point... Yeah, we definitely don't... We definitely won't make it to another key at this rate. That's unfortunate, but it's fine. What else can we get? We could get more magic. HP is obviously useful. Anything else we can grab? Wait. Yes, more HP actually. And that's it. Yeah, that's fine. We got a ton. Okay, over 2,600 HP now. What's our other stats looking like? I mean, I never look at these, so I really don't know how much we gained, but it was a lot, obviously. Is this even faster now? Yes, possibly? Honestly, it feels even faster. Okay. Yes. We want to... I suppose I might as well save over that one. Okay, let's see how this goes. I mean, last time I tried this... You know, I tried fighting these enemies just to see how much... how much tougher these would be. They were still kind of tough, especially, well, I mean, specifically one type of enemy in this area is, this dialogue is really meaningless, just carry on warning you that, oh no, you're entering a danger zone, are you sure that you want to proceed? Yes, yes we are. Okay, we get paralyzed here, but Those enemies don't really deal a ton of damage and they die very quickly, but these guys are super annoying. My god. They never stop, no matter what you do. They just keep running back and forth and they spawn those fires behind them that deal a ton of damage, and yeah, it's just all kinds of annoying and dangerous, as you can see. And they are tanky as well, on top of everything else. Oh my god. Yeah, it's so easy to just run into those flames on accident, because, I mean, as usual, the visual clutter doesn't help anyone. Well, I mean, it helps the enemies, I guess. The harpies are the ones that paralyze, apparently. Not sure what kind of special effect the little pixie's heart attack might have. Oh, we get cheese. Oh god. Yeah, don't kill me, please. Literally surrounded by flames. This is fine. Can we? We can absolutely not. Because of course not. Ooh, but we can now. The skill is finally maxed out. That doesn't even kill these guys. These are so overtuned, I feel like, compared to everything else. And technically, as long as you take your time and it's only one of them, it's fine. But yeah, they don't stop spawning their stuff, even when you knock them into the air, because why would they? Oof. And then the fire doesn't despawn when they die, it's just, you know... They're just annoying. Give me more of the harpies and pixies, please. Oh god, well... That one was entirely my fault. They have a melee attack as well. I guess I didn't really realize that before. Thankfully, they seem to be trapped inside their little building here. So that makes that more doable. Wait. That's kind of whiff entirely, but it's fine. I was about to cast bubbles, but realized that we just maxed that one out, so that would have been inefficient, and we can't have that. Oh boy. Okay, yes, please, more of the little ones. Sorry, little ones. Get those fire horses out of here. Okay, this, too many of the little ones might also become a problem. Also, am I just dead here? Yes, yes I am. Okay. Honestly, yes. We can buy those now, and we can generate infinite money. I mean, we've always been able to generate infinite money, I suppose, to an extent. But we can do that rather easily, as it turns out. Okay. Are they gonna jump up here? No. Good. Ooh. Right, I mean, we can definitely buy Mokyun dolls for, like, I think 8,000 gold apiece. Which is a lot. Wow, that's 3 of those guys stacked on top. Jesus. They're still not dead. And yeah, I think they're available in infinite supply, maybe? Whew, okay. Oh, are we entering the boss fight? There's a distinct lack of enemies here. Can't help but notice. How much did we get? Quite a bit, actually. Almost no yellow, though, which is what we're missing for attack power. But we are getting some yellow, apparently. Or maybe that's just what we left over. What we had left over. Maybe not, though. I think we got some. Let's actually get hit points. Turns out hit points are useful. That being said, we won't be able to get a whole lot more right away. Defense is also good, I guess. Maybe. Oh, Oh, yeah, that's fine. Okay, I wasn't sure if the lower one was also yellow, but it was. So we can't really do a whole lot here. More magic? I don't know. Let's... I guess we're not really getting any yellow, or hardly any yellow, and no purple from these enemies. So that's what's gonna roadblock us here. Unless I'm willing to do a bunch of cooking, but... maybe not when I'm... okay. About to run into a boss fight that might kill me. Teehee. This is another trickster, huh? Okay. I mean, we will have just gotten a quick save, for better or worse. Hopefully. So, let's see how this boss fight goes. What the... I can't move. What about you? I don't know. Oh my, aren't you human? Hello, lady. Such cute guests have come. What? A giant person? Oh my, is it you? Are you the one she... not a bad choice. Nevertheless, you're quite unlucky. You've arrived in my domain. Perhaps I'll crush you here and ruin all of her plans. This doesn't seem good. Just kidding. It was a simple jest. Oh, you're just gonna give us your reward? But still, you've come all this way. Maybe I'll play with you for a bit. It's been such a long time since someone has come here. Someone brave who doesn't avert their eyes from me. Avert our eyes. Oh, was there a mention of one of the goddesses? I thought that was Astrea, though. No, maybe it was a different one. There was something about her being so beautiful that everyone averts their gaze or something? I don't know. Probably mixing a few things together here. Hey, don't look too much. You don't need that sort of education. Excuse me? It's not like she's naked. You know, like a certain other giant person that we've met. I suppose it's unfair to leave you as you are. Huh? How do you mean? Oh, I can move. Oh. You're unparalyzed us. Okay, I mean, that's... yes. That's very nice of you. My name is Beatrice. The goddess that governs love and courage. Okay. Now, show it to me. Your strength and your bravery. Here she comes. Oh, butterfly lady. Spawning things. Oh god. Scales. Oh, those kinds of scales, I see. She's wind elemental, so we want to use our amazing earth spell. Stun her. Okay, I mean, we're dealing good damage to her. She uses water? Okay. Actually, wait, can she even touch us from there? The platform definitely helped us there. Rain. Do we stand underneath the platform? We do, it turns out. Oh, okay. I'm guessing every single drop of rain... oh god, no. No, you wouldn't. Okay, I mean, this platform is actually amazing. Keeping us safe from virtually everything so far. Surely this is not gonna stay true forever. Okay, I have more rain, but my companions, my minions, are doing some work. I don't know what those scales do. Okay. The water flows along the ground, basically. That makes sense. I took damage. I'm waiting for her cheap instant death attack. I mean, she doesn't need cheap instant death if she's just capable of dealing a ton of damage, period. Oh. Death? What do you mean death? I'm gonna block. Okay. Oh, Jesus. Okay. I guess that was just like a death curse. Oh, destroy that thing. I don't trust a ticking clock, that's for sure. Jamming mushroom. Jamming what? What kind of jam are we talking about here? Okay, that just exploded on me? Not a fan of that. Summon another one of those jerks. I hate that, but they cannot walk underneath. What am I trying to do here? Heal. They cannot walk underneath the platform, so that's fine. Water should... Oh god, wait, nope. I misjudged. I thought it was gonna flow underneath the platform. It did this time. Because she nudged just a few pixels to the side. Oh, we stunned her? Wait. And we might actually kill her here. Okay, wow. That was so much easier. I mean, she dealt a ton of damage with most of her attacks. But, yeah. No instant death. I mean, very nearly so. Putting us to 1 HP was definitely scary, but thankfully she didn't follow that up with anything that was likely to kill me immediately, so thanks. I'm gonna get this to 60, even though the third point isn't doing much, but it just looks so much nicer. And 90 speed, I like that as well. Okay, nice. One shot, right? I mean, I did die on the way to her earlier, but off camera, and just while testing the waters with these enemies. And that was making me a little bit concerned, you know, those stupid fire horses are definitely no joke. But then we one-shot the boss, so I guess in a way the Earth Dragon was an outlier, perhaps. In terms of health, I'd say they were similar. Maybe she died a little bit quicker than him, but I'd say it was pretty even. Well, that being said, we did become quite a bit stronger since then, by virtue of, you know, having the Dragon God's weapon now fully maxed out, plus a bunch more stats that we just acquired, so maybe she technically is stronger, but she, you know, we kept up with the leveling curve, or the difficulty curve, I would say. Plus, yeah, her attacks were just more manageable. She had a lot of stuff, and I don't really know what half of her attacks were supposed to do. Yeah, but nothing that just straight up one-shot me. So I appreciate that a lot. Nice. There we go. Stronger than the Queen. Defeated the Fairy Queen Beatrice. We did it! Nice. That was a wonderful display. I could sense the depths of your courage. I can see why that overly serious goddess is so attached to you now. I shall give you this, in recognition of your courage. Ooh, wow, that looks amazing. Huh. Legendary item. This entire text box is so red. And the armor itself, I can't quite tell if it's supposed to be kind of translucent and like a starry sky. I mean, it kind of looks like it, right? Stardust armor. I mean, it would make sense with that name, wouldn't it? And the Sacred Sword Excalibur. Wow, okay. This is... Keep in mind, I'm only lending it to you. Please return it someday, okay? Until we meet again. Ooh, surely Excalibur is super powerful and also one-handed, right? Surely Excalibur is not a two-handed sword, come on. The most powerful sacred sword, it vanished from history because of its beauty. Is that what happened? No, it's two-handed. Why would you do this to me? Okay. It's also only 600 attack power? Interesting. And it's being listed before Arondite. Interesting. I suppose the order of the weapons here kind of indicates... Ooh, also I never looked at this. Indicates the order that you should have been fighting these, maybe? Well, in that case, it makes sense that Alchemist comes after Beatrice. And Lieselot after Geraldine? I mean, maybe, I guess. Honestly, in hindsight, I'm really surprised that I managed to persevere and beat her as early as I did. I mean, I don't remember exactly anymore, but it definitely took a long time, didn't it? Yeah, anyway, it didn't really do much for us in the long run. Although, the trinket that she dropped was pretty good, I guess. I have had it equipped ever since. So there is that. Anyway, earlier we got this from the chest, right, the Nagel Ring. A jewel blade found buried in an ancient ruin. Exactly how to use it is unknown. Well, I think you grab the non-pointy end and apply the pointy end to your enemies. That typically tends to work out. This is also very high attack power for a fast weapon, of course. Well, surprisingly, it's only kind of fast. Let's see. I mean, it is fast. Pretty short range, though, of course. Do we not have what it takes to equip sword energy? No. Wait, no, we do. Huh? Wait, what? Oh, because I was experimenting with this. I could have had this equipped. So I actually made things slightly harder than it could have been. Okay, I mean, nice. Good to know. Yeah, I guess this should help make up for the lack of weapon reach, a little bit. We did eat a lot of hairy fruits during this fight, but that's fine. We did get to level 54. Did we get any more crystals? Not many, but some. The game really wants me to get these. Well, I mean, the game wants me to get these because these are the ones I can afford. You know what? Sure. Why not? There we go. Just get those pesky green dots off my minimap, please. Well, that was fast. We did use a Monkey doll on the way, which... Oh, you know what? Yeah, we totally did. Whoops. I completely decided to forget about that. Well, not consciously. But we still have 2, and yes, we can buy more. In fact, we could just buy a ton more if we wanted to. But while we have more, we don't really need to. Okay. I mean, am I forgetting anything? We got all of these, but we did beat the Dragon King in that chapter. Then came Urgut Mountains. But that was the same chapter as Elysium, which we just finished. And then there's Hometown and Belcade. Surely there was no optional zone there. Was there? No. I don't think so. I mean, I guess technically we know how many gods there are. And not all of them will have to fight this way. Mythology. Right, so we got 7 pages total, but Estrella is obviously our patron goddess. Alcamus, defeated. Meldine, defeated as part of the story. Geraldine, defeated. Lieselot, defeated. Beatrice, defeated. So that leaves Tyrant God Adolphus. Yeah, that's the one that's trapped underneath Rispadar. Okay, I mean, that accounts for all of them. And while we probably will end up fighting Estrella at some point, after we free her and she turns out not to be so benevolent after all or something, yeah, that's all of those. And Adolphus is the last one left. Nice. Yeah. Okay, I guess can't be helped. We'll have to go underneath Rispadar, and those enemies suck, but we'll deal with them somehow. Oh yeah, you know what? The one thing that sucks especially is that, well, you'll see, but there are those big demon guys that like to shoot that attack of sign-waving dark energy balls, and those apparently just cannot be blocked. It's one of those, like, 3 attacks in the entire game that cannot be blocked, and it sucks. And they laugh at you while they do it too, while they throw them at you. So, I just hate them. Anyway, we will deal with them. It's fine. We'll go to Castle Town because we cannot... Wait, can we actually? Hold on. I wanted to double check. No. So we cannot teleport directly to our home save point. And we also cannot teleport directly to the one that I will be using as my staging point, which is the one inside the prison. Because going in from this side is a little bit cumbersome. Dropping down the well every time. Yeah, those big guys, the ones with the dark projectiles. These floating things are fine, as long as you have enough room to move around them. Those other floating guys are also fine-ish. Yeah, they teleport, but they're pretty predictable and also relatively squishy. Those big guys are also not too bad, but they're just, you know, the fact that their attack cannot be blocked. Okay, this is also weird because this relocked itself. Maybe because this is technically another version of this map, right? I mean, I don't know, actually it might not be. The city is different, I guess. You know, with the guild closed and the shops slightly altered, or one of the shops at least. We wanna, I guess, save over this one. Yeah, because this is technically from before I started the chapter. Or the episode. Anyway. Yeah, all these doors relock themselves. Pretty sure that in every other case, unlocked things have always stayed unlocked. And those floating things are so easy to kill and worth 3,000 experience. What about these guys? Ran right into that one. I didn't catch how much it was. Thankfully, you can often find a safe spot to stand to avoid those balls entirely, but still. And the melee attack is, you know, telegraphed and slow and easy to block. But of course, it's always gonna depend on how much room you have, you know, to dodge, and how many more other things are going on at the same time. Okay, also worth 3,100. Not bad. Yeah, this is where it gets a little bit messy, because you got one of those big guys who's going to laugh and fling his balls. Okay, get rid of that guy. Get more balls. Oh god. Huh? What happened? How did I end up canceling my heal? Who knows? Okay, this is all a bit messy, but made it through this at least. Huh? Did he still manage to get an attack off somehow? Didn't I just stun him? Okay, weird. Block that, okay. Don't stand in the beam. Right, and the big guys I think are also worth like 5,000 XP? Something like that? 5,400 even? What do we get here? What? Wait. Hihi Irokane? Excuse me? Could we have gotten this stuff way earlier in the game? Surely that's the final type of ore. Hihi Irokane. A legendary ore of the East. Irokane. Iro color? That makes sense. Hihi, I don't know. Something fire related perhaps? Oh yeah, Irokane of color metal. Of course. Kane. Or gold? Kane? It's kind of like gold. Anyway, a legendary ore of the East is reputed to be a living metal that never changes. Fascinating. Never changes? What do you mean never changes, actually? That doesn't make a lot of sense. Most metals don't change. I mean, I suppose... Unless you mean like rust. Yeah, there we go. And you make orichalcum from it, of course you do. It was kind of the last legendary type of metal that we hadn't encountered yet, so that makes sense. This ultimate metal ingot emits a strange aura. It's cold to the touch. Also, it gives epic attack power and magical power. Ooh, nice. Legends state that it possesses a will of its own. Living metal, right. Okay. I'm not sure that's actually true. as far as actual real-world legends go. Not sure what they really have to say about Orichalcum, if anything at all. Okay. So far so good. Okay, ooh, thrifty. Get thrifty. Really appreciate that we're far enough away from the big demon for him to... Oh, hey, you're not dead. For him to not cast his spells yet. Thrifty. That's from the Nagelring, of course. Okay, let's see what that is. Thrifty. When consumable items are used, there is a 1 in 4 chance they will not be consumed. This does not apply to force-generating items and stat cards. Aw. Lame. But I suppose that would... If that were the case, then you could just... Because those are not items that you're going to use in combat, of course. You could just, you know, obviously exploit that if you really wanted to. And just get infinite stats. And we don't want that. Yeah, makes sense. Okay, do I actually switch anything? I mean, this is still powerful. But maybe because of the higher speed, this is more powerful. I mean, the attack power difference is not that great. Obviously, I would like to start working on this, but without blocking? Yeah, not in this area. Not in this economy. Alright. Oh, this is... They did that on purpose. They put him in a spot where you cannot just safely stand. Okay. Oh, wait. We can kind of do this. Yep. Nice. That almost killed this guy, too. I like it. Ooh, hey. That should also be the right distance away. Ah, wait, did I block the thing? No, I'm pretty sure I didn't. Whew. Ah, I didn't, yeah. I hadn't killed him. 5,600 XP for those guys, crazy. Okay, we should be safe here. Yeah. Just for fun. Nice. Is that the last skill that we're actually working on leveling? Yes. Okay. 17 already. Not bad. Everything else is fine, I guess. I'm not really using my Berserk, but, you know. Okay. Oh boy, okay, this is getting messy. Please allow me to heal. Oh, the lava. I see the problem. Yeah, okay, that might be a Mokyandol type of situation. Level emblem. What can we do without here? Absolutely everything. Nothing is worth dying over. So, immune to terrain damage, please. I got stabbed by that stupid guy from the wall. I can't believe it. I was almost done healing too. Okay. Technically, I think I made it to this point before. Jesus. When just running through, when these enemies were way too tough for me to fight legitimately, or, you know, reasonably. Yeah, I definitely made it here. Okay. In fact, I made it to the boss, I just remembered. And at the time, I could not even deal damage to it. So I have no idea what that one's all about. Okay. Nice. I'm assuming... No, I'm pretty sure there is no lava where this leads. So I will, I guess, jump down the hole and unequip my boots for something else in mid-air, just so I don't have to switch that every single time, maybe. I mean, or we're gonna one-shot the boss anyway, but better safe than sorry. Oh, we got a bunch of purple this time, nice. You know what, yes. I feel like I might need that defense, perhaps. I could... oh, wait. Unfortunately, we didn't really get any yellow. I mean, more attack power is certainly nice. Could get luck as well. Or speed. Speed is nice. No, yellow is the roadblock. Something's... it's always something, isn't it? I mean, I suppose, yes. Kind of by virtue of how this works. Okay, 3 keys. Let's see what's past these. Ooh, it's a skill that we can almost afford. It's a new purple skill. Is that going to be useful here? I feel like probably not. Oh, we don't have enough, even though we have 500. That's fine. I could probably pool my stuff together and get that anyway, but it's not really worth it, is it? What can we get? More luck. That in itself is not really going to help in the fight, I guess, but... maybe it will. Who knows? Probably not. Okay, as far as other equipment goes... I suppose I can just keep the boots on. But, I mean, I could. But I don't think we need the immunity to terrain damage. And the other stats on it are obviously crap. So I could try for, you know, status resistance. Just to cover my bases a little bit. Yeah. Oh, we never looked at this. Wait. We never did. It's 100 attack power. And 20 agility. Wait. That's a lot of attack power. And it's gonna make us look glorious. Why did I never look at this? How silly of me. Okay. I suppose I... well, I don't know where the pre-boss fight quick save happens. Probably around here, I would say, where the cutscene starts. Oh, that wasn't even a cutscene, it's just the boss spawning in. Okay, we got... oh, wait, we can totally attack this thing. What was I thinking last time? I swear I tried attacking it and... it didn't seem like I could even... like my attacks were landing at all. Or maybe I was just dealing 0 damage because... it had that much attack, that much defense compared to me. Oh, okay, that just... I see. That just makes sense. Wall. Is that the same thing again? Yeah. Okay, so basically we just... oh, we just want to stay underneath it and we're perfectly safe. That works. What element is the boss, actually? It's dark, okay, and that makes sense. It's taking good damage now. Oh, okay. Did not take those little thingies seriously, but they were absolutely damaging me. I don't know what he's doing. Okay, he's spawning more of those. Thankfully, that just prevents you from standing right underneath him, basically. Yeah, I'm gonna keep my health topped off. So don't trust anything. Okay. He's gonna spawn more of that. Crap. Oh, I'm completely out of ST. Of course I am. What is that, actually? Can we attack that appendage? No. Actually, my light companion has despawned. Sure, wait for all of that to block. So let's gate again. Wait, gate. That's not what I thought it was. Some sort of companion, some sort of minion that we immediately killed, I guess. Oh god. I'm not fully healed. It's definitely not good. Yeah, okay, right, he does summon those things. I knew that. It's just, you know, a lot to keep track of. Okay, thanks for having a tiny hitbox. much smaller than it looks like. Okay, I'm not a fan of how far those things cover. I really want to spend more time actually fighting the boss. Okay, spawn that same fireball attack again, I think. Yeah. Okay. Stop. Oh, we are arrested. Can we heal? No. Oh god. Fair enough. We're gonna stun him again. Stun him, it, whatever. Oh god. It was stunned, but its attack still happened, which is not what I expected. But I think we're just about done here. Okay, good. Wow. Another one-shot. Amazing. And not a one-shot from the boss to me, but the other way around. Nice. Stronger than a creature of the future. Defeated the Space Creature Legion, it said. Oh. That's not at all what that final the final god should be. That was Adolphus, right? Dew Prism. Is that a shield? Looks kind of shield-ish. Could be a trinket. And the Divine Spear Gungnir. That is not a spear, that is a hilariously, weirdly proportioned lance. And absolutely nothing like the Norse mythology Gungnir would look like, but hey, we'll take it. That was one heck of a monster. It sure was. Yeah, but not the one we expected. So are we gonna run into Adolphus, or is the space creature just what people came to refer to as the god Adolphus? Because I'm gonna have to read the entry again. Last time I didn't really actually look at it, when I was briefly looking through the list of deities. But one of them definitely said something about being imprisoned underneath Rispodar, didn't it? One heck of a monster. What the hell even was that? Well, a space creature, apparently. Any Easter eggs on the other side? Nope. Whew, okay, let's see here. Lion's hair. I mean, I guess ultimately I equipped this in place of the extra force. I mean, it's funny, and also, I guess, not technically bad. And obviously another 100 attack power is pretty significant. 20 agility, also nice. Power gloves. I mean, obviously power gloves, in terms of just attack power, the lion's hair is just better than that. The resistances are nice, though. I mean, at this point, 100 HP isn't really a huge deal anymore. Maybe we can go without the Dragoness Ring. Sure. Because ultimately, I kind of want all the force I can get, because we need so many thousands of force of every type. And, you know, if it reduces the amount of grinding needed eventually, I'll take it. Yes, we did get a legendary shield. That is just a lot more defensive. Gives us 30 defense, 30 resistance. I love it. And I'm expecting this one to give us, to just become enhanced rather than giving us an ability. Although, I don't know, maybe not. Technically, I guess it could have an ability. But I kind of hope it doesn't and just becomes better. It's super lightweight too. It's just a guard that's a little bit lacking compared to our current shield, but you know what? I will absolutely take it. Yes, full burst is nice to have, but I feel like it's also not crucial to our strategy or anything like that, so I think we're good without that. And now we have 2 more two-handed weapons to level up. Yeah, I mean, this one's even heavier, it's more attack power. Sure. Right, that being said, obviously we cannot even use both Gungnir, the quote-unquote spear, and the shield that we just got at the same time. Unless, yeah, no. Unless somehow against all odds and reason this turns out to be one-handed, but it's not. Wow, it's not slow, though, actually. That is surprising. How about Excalibur? Did I ever try that? That's also not slow. What the heck? What gives? I suppose neither is this anymore. I guess, yeah, again, we just must have crossed that a certain speed threshold that just makes it so all of these weapons are no longer considered way too heavy for us. It's just crazy that, you know, not very long ago at all, this weapon was almost unusably slow, and now it's actually really fast. So that, you know, we went from there to here in absolutely no time. But I suppose we also did do a lot of... We did gain a lot of stats in a relatively short amount of time. So there is that. Did we get any stuff? No, actually. Or did I spend it after the fight? I don't know. Maybe we just got experience from the boss. Okay, wow. Nice. I mean, it's fast. It's not, like, blazing fast. Blazingly fast. Also, we don't have Herculean power equipped. And that also doesn't really seem to make much of a difference, if at all. Anyway. Well, that should be all of the gods, I think, right? Okay, I did want to double check the book. Wisdom and Destruction. I mean, whatever we just fought didn't even talk to us. It was just some space entity, I guess. Adolphus, Evil God. Oh! Oh. The Sage's Tower, obviously. I knew about that one as well. Yeah, that just completely slipped my mind. But of course, I've even been there. Right, so there is one more, and that's gonna be Adolphus. Of course. But, I swear one of these talked about... Oh, maybe that was just somewhere else, actually, where it talked about something, some evil entity being enshrined, or not enshrined, but like sealed away underneath Rispodar. Guidebook, locations. It's probably here. Oh, also... Oh, okay, actually, this is fully filled in. A crossing room. Maybe it wasn't here. I don't know. I know somewhere it talked about, you know, Rispodar acting as a seal to some evil being. And I guess, yeah, maybe it didn't specifically mention a god. It was just some evil alien that fell from the sky at some point and was subdued and sealed away. You know. Pretty typical stuff. Yes, we'll return. Okay, so we actually have one more to go. Fair enough. And who knows, that might be the toughest one. Or maybe we already dealt with the toughest one. Because... I mean, while this fight just now was definitely a lot of... there was a lot going on, but... it also, you know, went alright. And still, Alchemist's Sword is the last one in the list. Well, maybe he's just considered the strongest. He is the Dragon King, after all, or he was. Well, I guess we didn't really kill any of the gods, they just tested our power. We might have completely destroyed this alien entity, though. I suppose we'll know for sure whether it counts as, you know, one of these things, as, you know, an equal to the gods that we're fighting, when we max out its weapon. And it also gives us one of those gemstones. Anyway, I think in between episodes I'm going to go ahead and level up these weapons here, because they're not something I'm going to be, you know, going to want to use in the upcoming final question mark God side quest area because of the lack of a shield, of course. So yeah, I'll just get those leveled up somewhere, and you know, also get some more experience and force along the way. Did I end up using another Mokyun doll here? I already forgot. Yes, I did. Okay, that's fine. Maybe I'll just buy a few more. You know, and all that jazz. And then next time we're going to take a look at that deserted section of the Sage's Tower and I guess make our way to Adolphus and see how that treats us. And then I guess once we do that, well, maybe we'll figure out what to do with those gems and finish, you know, that whole side quest and get some sort of super ultra reward before actually returning to Tokyo and making our way toward that research center. In fact, I have been considering just going back there and, you know, fighting more of those enemies to get more materials and get some better equipment. Because, of course, we've now been using this maxed out shield and armor for a while. And technically, we could have access to, you know, to better ones. Oh, speaking of which, I never looked at this. I'm dumb. How do I forget so many things? Wow, this is insanely good, actually. I mean, I don't care about the extra ST and magical power. Holy crap, give me that. Origin has been unequipped, but that's okay. Origin is just the one that makes... yeah, non-attribute weapons better. Okay. It doesn't matter as long as we're not using one. Like right now. Okay, awesome. Stardust armor. So we actually do have something to work towards there as well as the shield. If only we could actually use it with our awesome weapons. Oh man, imagine if there was a Karen magic that makes it so you can one-hand, two-handed weapons. Wouldn't that be amazing? Actually, that would be amazing, and it would... now that I think about it, that is absolutely something that I could see being a thing. Unfortunately, we have not unlocked it yet, if it exists. So, I mean, I guess it would make sense to make that... wow, look at that. Look at that armor, that looks insane. Not sure I'd say it looks good, but it certainly looks interesting. Wow. Okay, anyway, yeah, yeah, if that, you know, Titan's grip ability exists, then it makes sense, I suppose, to hide it deep in the game, in the late game, because it's certainly powerful, but yeah. We'll see. Maybe we'll get it eventually. For now, enough rambling. I will see you next time. Wait, that's not how I usually do these things. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and I shall see you real soon. There you go. Bye-bye.